there, it's Camille Martin with Love to Lose, and this is where I teach you how to love your life and lose the weight. I want to talk about toxic friends in the video today. And we all have that one toxic friend. If you stop and think about it right now, I know you're picturing that person. And a toxic friend never has anything nice to say. She's always complaining and talking down and making everybody feel like crap, bringing everybody in her vicinity right down with her. And I have news for you. It's bad news. Your most toxic friend is the one in your head. That toxic friend is otherwise known as your inner critic, and if you listen to her long enough, you're going to go nowhere, and you're never going to achieve any of the goals that you've set for yourself, including the one to change your body. The problem is that we're so used to listening to our inner critic chatter away in our head that we don't even notice that she's there anymore. And in the video today, I have good news now. I'm going to show you how to turn your inner mean girl into your inner bestie, and I'm going to explain to you why it's so critical that you do that. So first, let's ask a question. Why are we not our own BFFs? Well, I have the very simple answer, and that is, how could we possibly be our own BFF with everything that we've been conditioned to do and everything that is working against us? The first reason why is that we've been conditioned by society to put ourselves down, to talk ourselves down, not even to not brag about our accomplishments or say that we're proud of ourselves. We are actively trained to downplay ourselves. We're trained to pick ourselves apart and to see ourselves as just nothing more than a collection of body parts. The second reason it's hard to be your own BFF in our culture is that we have the wrong motivation for everything. Our main goal in life, which we've been trained from day one to believe, is that we should look a certain way. We should conform to a BS beauty standard. And if we don't look perfect, then we are literally brainwashed to believe that we have no value. And the third reason that we can't be our own best friend is because we feel like a total failure. We feel like failures because in order to achieve that beauty standard that is unachievable, we use the wrong approach. We diet. We're desperate to get rid of the weight. We're desperate to look perfect. And when we use the wrong approach like that, because diets don't work, and you keep failing over and over again and feeling like a failure, how can you talk yourself up? How can you be your own best friend when all you feel like is one big failure? So what happens if we're not our own best friend or our own biggest cheerleader? What happens is we stay stuck for years on end, using the wrong approach to achieve an unachievable goal. And we stay stuck, and then we don't realize our full potential. But the craziest thing of all is that once you start working toward your full potential and setting and achieving big goals, what happens is that all of that excitement and enthusiasm starts to show up outwardly. Think about it another way. All of that bashing and that inner critic that we're listening to and all of the crap that we're spoon-fed about the way we should look, and if we don't look a certain way, then we're worthless. All of that nonsense, when we're tuning into that and we feel that desperation to just get to that goal, what happens? When you feel like a failure, it starts showing up outwardly, and the reason why is because when you feel miserable like that, and we all do, what do? You eat to make yourself feel better. You drink 3 glasses of wine after dinner. This is why the weight stays stuck on us, is because of how we feel on the inside. So if you start cultivating that inner BFF and drowning out your inner critic, wonderful things start to happen. And yes, all of that wonderful positivity does eventually show up outwardly, and you start looking the best that you've ever looked. So how do you cultivate your own inner BFF? I'm about to tell you how. So the first thing that you can do is stop dieting. Just stop the madness. Stop focusing on your body so much. Just let it go. That's all I have to say about that. Stop dieting. The second thing you can do is focus on self-care. And I am not talking about getting mani-pedis, and I'm not talking about, going to get any kind of spa treatment or taking a nap or whatever, even though those things are wonderful. I am talking about inner self-care, and I'm going to give you 3 types of self-care that I'm talking about. The first one is to read about health and nutrition and wellness, about how to live a long, healthy life. When you immerse yourself in this information, it gives you power. It gives you a sense of control and that you are in charge of your own health and of your own body. And that's the total opposite of focusing on yourself from the outside in. It helps you get dialed into what's going on inside of your body. The second thing you can do to focus on your inner self-care is to, I hate to say it, meditate. Okay, I know you don't want to meditate. I don't like meditating either. But all you got to do literally is get up a little bit earlier in the morning and grab your coffee with no one in your house, no one downstairs in your space, and just sit and have 5 minutes of quiet reflection. When you get in touch with your inner guide, I know it sounds cheesy, but your inner guide really is in there. She's in there. And if you will just be quiet for at least 5 minutes, you will hear her speak and she will give you instructions on how to structure your day, on how to treat yourself with the utmost respect, and how to help you achieve those big goals that you are going to set. And the third thing you can do for inner self-care is to visualize the woman that you want to be. Visualize the ideal version of yourself. And guess what? The ideal version of yourself is not weak and powerless and desperate to change her body from the outside in. The real version of you is confident and powerful with a capital P. So visualize her. Visualize what you're wearing, what you're doing, who you're spending time with, what goals you are setting and achieving. And the more crystal clear your vision is of that woman, the faster you will become her. And the last thing I'm going to tell you about how to become your own BFF is to sit down, set a big goal, break it out into steps, and then start taking the first steps right away. And the reason why that helps you become your own BFF is because when you take the time to set a goal that seems crazy, like it scares you a little bit, you're telling yourself that you have the potential to do this big thing. And there's no greater gift you can give yourself than to constantly remind yourself and reinforce to yourself that you are capable of more than just getting a bikini body. You are capable of becoming whoever you want to be. And when you feel that way about yourself, guess what? You have just connected with your inner BFF and given her a freaking bullhorn to remind you every day of the goddess that you are. So now you have tools to turn your inner mean girl into your inner BFF, and it is critical that you do that, and I want to help you do it. If you need any of my help with any of these things, I'm so excited about having you, the person who is watching this, the woman who has stayed in it till the end of this video. You are my girl. You are my partner in crime. I love you and I believe in you, and you can do anything you want to do. So DM me, email me, whatever. I'm here to help you. Thank you for watching. If this video was helpful to you, and I sincerely hope that it was, please share it with one of your friends. If you're not already signed up to get my weekly newsletter, head to my website at CamilleMartinRD.com and get signed up for inspiration and motivation and tips to stay on track on your health journey. You know, I might just change the name of my business. Love to lose, love your life, lose the weight. I mean, do I even care? Do you even care? Why don't we change it to love your life and that's it? But anyway, sign up and I promise you in your inbox every Monday, you will get more of this. Thank you for watching and I'll see you here next time on Love to Lose.